here, you can put this up so don't get lost. I only took like 2 hits and you took like 3, so I know you're still.
I'm good. I'm set.
I can see it in your eyes, bro. You know what I mean? You'll be going to bed early tonight, I think. Or not. You know what I mean? I hope I didn't blow your game plan.
No.
What you got going. And,
I wasn't going to get
famous
there.
for derailing people off their track. And not on purpose. But if I want to, I can definitely throw a few wrenches on that track and get your cars wobbling behind you. If you're going too fast in that turn, you're going to flip. See, I look at the long haul. It's really hard for others to see, but you're not old enough yet. When you look further down the road than just where you're at, that's where you need to be. You'll start seeing all the things that are going to get in your way, and you'll see all the things that the devil, Jesus, and shit will plant in front of you to distract you from not completing your goal.
Yeah.
Now, if it's all roses and shit, then that's good. That means you're doing good. But if it's all uphill, constant struggle, crazy ass people, situations that you knew when you said yes, you should have said no. And that started the ball rolling. Then it's hard to get rid of them. Next thing you know, they're stuck by your side. Get the fuck away from me. They won't leave you. Well, I don't know what'd you do before you met me? I don't know. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how these people are. They think, well, you feed them one time, you owe them a fucking life meal or some bullshit. So I don't feed anybody but myself. Because then they expect it. Especially if you live there or you're staying in a spot. Man, it's one thing to have people over when you got that extra or something. And it's another to go out and like give it away because you think you're doing the right thing, but all you're doing is shining a bright light your way, saying he's got more than he can do. That means he got money. He's not like us. Now they're gonna want to check you and rob you and go through your shit. If you keep your personal shit on you, and even if it's uptight and hidden, eventually they'll tweakers will find it. If it's anywhere in your luggage, they'll find it. Secret compartments, like whatever. The only way is like I told. When I'm on the case, I'm pretty sure I told you, like the bus terminal. You go there, put money in the thing, use it for the night, the weekend. Locker. Get yourself a locker. You keep all your important, valuable shit in that
They
locker.
really have those there?
Yeah, they got them everywhere. They got them here. Dude, any post office, all you gotta do is ask, see if they got a locker. If not, they'll tell you where to go, where they do. They couldn't have changed that yet. They couldn't have got rid of those. Those are fucking, bro, people live for them lockers. And that's the people like me that carry shit with them. They can't have it on the street and afford to expose themselves.
Yeah.
They are. You understand?
Yeah. I need to look into that.
Don't.
Because honestly, man,
Dude,
the only thing
I'm
I
sure
should
there's
be.
things on there. Rings. Who knows what you got now? That's your business, okay? Less said, the better. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to steer you in a direction away from the bullshit. And that way, if you don't have as much shit to worry about, you can be a little more relaxed on the street. You don't feel so fucking all the time, you know what I mean?
I got a lot of stuff.
Everybody be looking around all the time and shit, they're either scamming or they got something they don't want somebody else to have. And they're worried about it. You know, when they get you to walk away from your camp and you're all like looking around and shit, and they know there's gotta be something good in there. But you wouldn't give a fuck, you just walk away and not look back. But if you know it's safely tucked away in a locker somewhere, you don't have to look back. Even though you're still gonna have a few things with you. See what I'm saying? But you can be more like them. You gotta understand how street people are. I mean, I've studied, I've made a career out of all kinds of things about the streets, but not just me and my career. Is there another place we can sit in the sun?
Yeah, man.
A little fucking cold. Without the wind. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
But I think the wind will be right outside that gate, won't it? I can always put my gloves on.
I'll follow you.
I'm just looking for a I'll follow you. Oh, that's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
God, it's fucking cold.
The sun didn't even really come out until 1 maybe.
Can you help me up? Oh, I'm stiff, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
Not fucking covered. Ready? Okay. I'm heavy now. Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Heavier than you look, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not heavy. I used to be a man to be 80 pounds heavier. Oh, look at these pants. These fit perfect and were tight when I got up here. 14 weeks later, look how many notches are on that belt.
Yeah, you've lost weight, huh?
I'm sick. I'm dying.
From what?
Cancer.
The lung cancer?
Cancer, lung cancer, emphysema, small things.
Wow.
That's it, basically. Just right here, there's just a little breeze. As long as I'm still in the sun, don't you understand?
Yeah.
The sun keeps you warm, bro.
The sun is,
That sun's only gonna be up for 4 hours. And it's gonna be cold as fuck all over here.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold tonight.
So from here, I'm gonna make sure that there's still she said there should be a couple packing blankets, like a woolly bullshit thing, and a pillow down in this hammock. I saw the hammock when I walked by on the way up here. I didn't go check it, but I saw it. It's hanging in the fence now.
Well, you know somebody.
On the backside of the park.
How you know somebody don't already?
Well, maybe
isn't
they're
already
using
living
it.
out there.
It
Maybe.
doesn't matter. The person that told me about it is the person that said they can have it, but they don't need it. So they're passing it on to me. Now, if some street dweller found it, that's on them, and they're going to be going, hey, all you got to do is I can claim the shit. I can tell them there's a few packing blankets, there's a zebra blanket, there's a pillow, there's a purse with some kind of name on it, a little wallet. You see what I'm saying? So I can identify the shit to these street people, and they're going to have to say, fuck yeah. And if they don't, I'll just take the shit. I'll be nice. You don't understand. I'm nice at first. Never underestimate the person that you're talking to in front of you. No matter what. You just can't. When you get my age, if you do, hopefully like you, I can tell you're honest, you're a good dude. I mean, you're the type of person, you're a good travel companion. I guarantee you that. And as long as you got your space and I got mine, we could probably get along just fine. Because I got a good hustle and I love to work. And I've been retired for a year. I miss working. I mean, look at my fucking hands. You think I don't like to work? And I still been wearing my gloves all the time, but I don't have my lotions. I haven't been showering. You know what I'm saying? I don't really stink. I know I don't, but gotta hope.
You don't stink.
I mean,
I've smelled some.
Oh my God!
Man, I've
some
smelled some
of these guys,
people
my
that-
eyes would be watering when they walk by.
And your hands are actually pretty clean for
Yeah,
the condition there. And I saw a guy who, man,
No, they're
looks like
fucking
he
straight
never,
black. You should see their
ever
feet.
touched.
They're jet black. You've seen it. That's why you just stay clear
Why-
from those guys.
Why don't you leave Colorado?
Well, I can now, my brother. I'm only up here because of my brother. I'm gone now. Fuck him and fuck everything. As soon as I talk to my mom and tell her what's up, she's gonna cry and shit. I don't give a fuck.
You gotta call your mom.
I know. I'm gonna fire up my phone here in a minute. I'm trying to keep it as long as I can. When that sun gets a little bit lower, then I got to make sure that I'm set for tonight, because I ain't gonna freeze like I did last night, dude. If I do it, I'm gonna go commit a crime and go to jail. I'd rather be in jail than be out here on these fucking streets when it's that cold. I ain't lying. It's fucking. If you ain't got the equipment,
Yeah, it's.
look, I had the craziest thoughts last night, and it's not. I don't even. I dreamed about. Well, I didn't. I wasn't asleep. I look at some people and the way they are and the way they look at me. I look at them and say, "Motherfucker, you better hope you don't live right there. If you do, I might just follow your fucking ass in, knock you out, tie you up in your fucking closet, and use your house for a couple days, and get better, and then let you go."
Well.
Hey, you think it's funny?
No,
That shit
I don't
happens
know.
every day, every minute, every second on this planet. People do shit like that to others. You look at the fucking crime statue, bro, and you ain't gonna like it. I'm telling you right fucking now, you ain't gonna like it. You see, they keep that shit away from the public eye. You're what we consider the public. They already know what I am. I'm elite. It puts me in more risk than you as far as the authorities and the law and that shit. But as far as street, as long as you just keep to yourself and you just mind your own and you don't invade other people's space, you know, like you don't get too close when you talk to them, personal space, all kinds of shit comes into play on the streets. And in prison, you don't want to get too close because, hey man, that's my area, well, fuck you then, how's this? You know what I mean, bitch? You know, you don't call people a bitch in prison, because if you do, you better be ready to fight and back your words. But on the street, they're all a bunch of bitches to me. And until they prove otherwise, I don't give a fuck. I'll tell them right to your face. I'm not saying per se you are one of them, but until you prove different, I think you are. Because you're acting just like them. And I know the body, do you understand what I'm saying? When you've been around and down the road so many times, you know that bump's coming in that turn, but you can tell them to either steer to the center or leave them alone. They're going to hit it. Bam! Flat tire. See the message I'm trying to send you? You know it's coming, but you're not driving. He might get mad. Don't tell me how to drive, blah, 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 blah. You see what I'm saying? So fuck it, let it happen. Or that's the only ride you got. And he's your friend, and you're trying, hey, bro, man, I think there's a bump coming up. And you break it to him that way.
Yeah.
You see where I'm trying to go with this? I can see your mind's starting to try to get into gear, but you don't want to. No, I understand because you're high, bro. Don't you get it? I should have came at you when you were straight, but there I go teaching more. I'm not supposed to anymore. I don't want to. I don't like it. Because people don't listen well enough, and they take my little bit of teaching, and they think they can do what I've done. You didn't do the whole program, bro. When everybody said, dude, that didn't work. No shit didn't work. You didn't stick around to find the ending. You didn't stick around to see how you tie this up, how you make sure there's no loose ends, how you make sure you didn't leave no evidence behind, how you make sure all kinds of shit that you didn't think of, young man. How many years has it been? A couple years? Oh, I guess you got busted. I'll let it go at that. Because then I have to eat it and go, just think if I wouldn't have been high or whatever, or we didn't get along, I might not have told him some of my past ventures. They're not stories, they're my adventures that I did with others, mostly by myself. That's why I'm the lone wolf. I got nobody behind me and nobody in front of me, and I'm the leader of me. Nobody else. I can leave, follow, get the fuck out of the way too, but some people need guidance. And you need just a little more. If you're going on the street, you're on the streets, you know the streets. What I mean is, I can see it in your eyes, like, you just avoid the situations, which is perfect.
Yeah, I do.
But sometimes you're stuck. And you'll find yourself where you are stuck. That's when you're going to remember me. What I'm trying to tell you. And you're going to say, fuck, what would Taz do? For one, maybe he wouldn't have gotten this situation, but he's told me before, when you get in that situation, you're always looking for not a way out, but a way to end it. So you can move on peacefully without them getting mad at you and say, blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, you get a reputation that you don't even know about because you don't know this town and these people in the street, and they're looking for you. Because this guy talks so much shit, they're going to believe him because he's local. That's when you're fucked. That's when you get stranded. That's when you get beat up for no reason at all. And you didn't do nothing wrong. You do not want to find yourself in that situation, young man. I'm telling you right now. And it can happen, but you seem pretty wise. You've been on the street long enough. You don't look like you've been harmed or fouled too much.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You learned from your family. You always got yours. I ever take care of that? I mean, you bought the bus ticket, did all this other stuff, you still managed to give me $6? That's fucking the kind, bro. No, because you like me and I like you and you're good people. And I guess what I've told you through the few visits and kind of opened up your mind a little bit.
Yeah, man,
it made you think. And it makes it easier for you, though. You see what I'm saying? All I wanted to do for you is make your life a little easier. And when you see a situation coming, avoid it. Because you see it coming, because I'm telling you. I've shown you how it transpires and it blows up right in your fucking face. Or you can choose to walk away, which is the best thing to do, is avoid it. Sometimes you got to be there with them, even though you see it coming. If you like this person enough, move them over a little bit. And say, hey, what's up? Oh, I'm sorry, I dropped something. Anything, so that goes by that way. It misses them. Meanwhile, the other people are getting taken out. What I mean, when they come quick, fast, and deep, bro. And anybody in their way, they're knocking out. Or hurting. Or shooting. Or cutting.
That's why I stay out of the way.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's more big city talk for you, but that's where you're heading. This is suburb. This is
I always got somebody coming around. They'll say, "Hey, down the meadow, we're all hanging out in a campground. This or that."
I want you to Guppy. That's how. Think about this now. That is like a coyote.
Yeah.
From a pack, and they're trying to weed you out. You ever hear them howling and shit at night? You know why? Because they finally got one of them bitches out and helped her escape. They lead her down to the lake and slaughter her.
Yeah.
Texas, all the time. You hear it all the time. I've watched it. Stood up in 2 layers of trees, and that's where I'd sleep. Up in the trees. They can't climb the trees. The bears can't even climb the trees.
The bears?
True that. They can, but they ain't gonna fuck with it unless you got something really good or you piss them off. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah, I hear you.
So
dude.
don't take the chicken way out. Look at the fucking hardcore what I'm trying to give you, because I might not ever see you again. You're right. We might not ever see each other again. But I'll remember you. I carry you in my heart. You have a very solemn look about you. The way you look at me is like you look so fucking innocent, dude, that I just want to. You don't understand. I'm not that type of person, but I've been trained to be that person, and I've been trained to see those type of people and put them in their own little category. And I want you a little bit harder look. Don't look like you're so fucking innocent because you know what time it is, bro. And it's easy for you to laugh and chuckle like this because, see, you've never been there. But once you get locked up in that fucking room, dude, you'll never be the same. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah.
You'll never be the fucking same. You won't be able to talk to me like this. And when I tell you something serious, you're not going to chuckle on that because you're going to feel it.
Yeah.
And you're going to fucking know I'm right instead of doubting it. Could that be possible? But once you've been there, you're there. And after you've been there as many times as I've had, well, you don't want to go there. So you avoid it.
Give you trust problems.
And I'm giving you the tools and I call them tools because it's things that I give you, words, way to act. Always keep your shit inside. Man, I used to tie strings to mine, little fishing line, when I slept. Somebody tried to walk away with my shit, and they're telling, hey, put that fucking thing down. And they're not going to walk away with it. Because who knows what's next. Back in the Wild Wild West days, they just shoot you. That's all they did was kill each other.
Yeah.
Bodies everywhere, shallow graves everywhere. And fucking leave where they lie. True story. True that. See, now I can smoke. Good. Because you gave me a little money. Like, I only need like $1 more and I have another pack of cigarettes. So I'm good. See, I'd like to be over there where it's warm. But you see how they say the grass always looks greener on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, just pretend that's the fence. Now, if you were on that side looking this way, I'll bet you how green you think we look. See, out there it's wide open. Over here it's all city and lights and shit at night. Out there, there's no lights. You gotta look at both sides of the coin. Or you can stand it on edge. I stand them up all the time and leave them. Somebody else walks in, I know there's somebody in the room besides me. Or I know somebody came through the door. I'll have it to where when the door opens, the breeze that comes through that door will blow over a car or make my chime go ding. All kinds of things, bro, that people like me survive with. So we know we're either being followed, there's somebody behind you, or there's somebody that's just kind of shy and they're kind of staying in the distance. And those are the ones that you like in the distance because they could be there for you. But then again, they could be checking you out for a prospect. You know what a prospector does?
What? Find gold?
Okay. I knew as soon as I said it. Look, it almost looks like a lion sleeping. See it? The head, the mane, the eye, the mouth, then he got caught. He's actually dead. If you look at it this way, it's a different type of animal. Looks like a rhinoceros. Look. Wood talks to you. You know, like his trees are alive. Just like we are. Let me see if I can fire up my phone. There's something else I wanted to tell you too, bro, but I can't remember it. I know it was important. I mean, for you and your future. And there it is there, I just remembered. So what are your goals? Where are you? I mean, do you have any? See, the reason why I say this is you don't have a... Always dream bigger than you can. And then try to set yourself, I want to accomplish at least this today. Not by the end of the week. Don't procrastinate too much, if you can help it. Sometimes you have to for your own survival. And other people won't want to wait and let them go. Let them go and pave the way. You'll see where they made their error. You'll see where they wrecked. You see what I'm saying? And it's better in the long run for you to take your time and let others find the right way to go. Oh, it took us 3 days. Well, you looked at the road and you saw all this and you said, I'm going to go this way. Shit, you were there too. And you took your time. And they were hauling ass and they took 3 days. How come? Doing circles, wrecking, breaking vehicles, breaking shit.
Yeah.
Instead of taking their time. Like the people, like the prospectors. Go back to those times if you have to sometimes and think how they survived. The ones that really took care of their animals, made sure the animals would drink even before them. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Those are the ones that made it. Or made it further than anybody else. And as time goes on, all the animals that they're doing it with, those animals evolve too, just like we do. We adapt to any environment you put us in that we can live in. We will adapt. One way or the other, it doesn't matter. What I mean, the next generation will be easier for them with that environment. And the generation after that, just a piece of cake. And that's when they start moving on to another environment. And that's mankind. It's the easiest Fastest way I can say it, but the main thing is don't forget your main goal. What do you want? Do you want kids? Do you want a wife? I mean, you're young. You still got, see, you still have these, I'll never have those opportunities. So all my dreams are gone.
My main goal is to re-establish my foundation.
Okay, well, that's
Home,
the perfect step
car.
because you see, without a solid foundation, you got a weak house. But that doesn't mean you can't build it on a weak foundation. Just because you know it doesn't mean the other guy don't know it, and you get out of it quick before that big storm hits, or before, because you know it only happens every 5-6 years or whatever, and people don't know that. What I'm talking about, and I'm not trying to categorize you, the normal people, we're not normal, and neither are you. What I'm trying to say is, the general public don't know half the shit that you know. The general public don't know hardly any of the shit that I know, because they're not supposed to know. If they knew, they'd panic and freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
Dude, I could start a story up here that would turn this town into. And so could you if you took your time and thought about it. But you see, it's easier for me because I'm more, point blank wicked. I'm more evil. And I don't mean to be evil, it's just in me. And so is the goodness. So, see, the better I am at good, that means that's more evil I got. People don't understand that part about good and bad. If that guy's that fucking good, he's evil as fuck. How could he be so good and not be evil? Or how about this? How come that guy's so fucking evil? It's because you don't know about the good side. He was never taught. He was never shown. He wasn't raised that way. What the qualities did you have? Family sense, pride, cleanliness, projection, the way you carry yourself, the way you listen to others and take time out of your world to listen to them. And how they'll take time out of their world to listen to you when you got something good to say. But if you talk nonsense and they see you again, they go, oh, here he comes. You know what I mean? Because he's just going to talk shit. We're not going to get anything done. He's going to click, and never find a movie to watch.
But otherwise, I'll come and seek you out. I came and seek you out. I saw you over there.
Well, you must have, because I was calling you. Told you got it.
In the mind.
And I didn't even know you were left-handed, so yeah, I know you really got it. Now, that's why I'm spending that much extra time with you. Because you are left-handed. Do you know how unique we are?
Yeah, it's pretty
There ain't a
real.
fucking left-handed person I met that don't have a fucking half a brain. I'm telling you, we're not in prison, we're on the streets. And a lot of us don't want you to know we're left-handed. It kind of exposes, look. Do I look left-handed to you? Look at my hand.
No, actually, it looks like your right hand is the one that got it.
Get him up. Hey, get it. That's what the horse said. Get it up. But you see it's like a big puzzle, bro. All I'm trying to do is get some more pieces to fit for you. So when you step back and look and say, oh, maybe I don't want to go that way. Maybe I do want to go this way because it might take a little bit longer, but it's safer. If it's just you, you got it. But if you got a girl and a kid with you, man.